Hey guys, James Walker with TurnkeyInvestcom. So I've got a great property to show you today. A lot of cool, exciting things happening. So of course, our big May event's coming up. If you haven't heard about that yet, we'll talk about that. Foundation Property Management, our in-house property management division that takes care of you after the point of sale, to act as your operations team, your boots on the ground to make sure that your property is looked over as if they were my own. So our motto at Foundation Property Management is I manage properties for my investors as if I own them myself. Okay, so let's start our talk here at the beginning. You go to turnkeyinvest.com, jameswalkup.com will get you there. I know you guys have been going there for years, but go to turnkeyinvest.com, and here's the first page you're going to see. You're going to see a featured property of the week. You're going to see our next coming event, information about my property management company, even some articles that featured our team. Click on the button that says Browse Properties, and it's going to open up a window. You just need to put in your name, email, phone number, and you're in. Not a big, long survey. Once you get in, then you're going to see all the properties. Starting at the top, we have information about the 2020 Memphis in May Investment Summit. So this is a great time. Each year I bring investors into town. We're bringing 50 investors this year. Well, I've done 100 in the past. It's just too many. So the 50 investors that will be coming are past clients, referrals from those clients, or people that I've gotten, pretty far through the process and they just wanted to come see Memphis before they buy their first house. There'll be a few of those in the crowd, but pretty much this is a homecoming for my investors that I work with on a day-to-day basis, and I'm growing their portfolios as a means of retirement for some of them, to grow generational wealth. I hear a lot of save on taxes, and we're going to learn about all of those different things while you're here. So great time each May we do this event. On the site, we've got some new construction. New construction is one of my passions. We've got 3 different opportunities here from you, ranging from $200,000 to $250,000 on new construction properties that, yes, cash flow. The house we're going to talk about today is in Arlington, Tennessee. So Arlington is a little suburb of Memphis, and I'm really hot on this area. This house I bought, I fully renovated and went all out. I did granite countertops, hardwood floors, not LVP, but some hardwood floors, stainless steel appliances, brand new lighting fixtures throughout the house, because I knew that this area, I could attract a high-end tenant. I could attract a type of tenant that's going to take care of this property long-term and treat it more like it's their own. And boy, did we succeed. I got a naval personnel. We have a large naval presence in Memphis, if you don't know that. Naval person to rent the house for 3 years. So this has 2.5 years of lease remaining on it. Every time I've been over to the house, it's as clean and as impeccably kept as my personal home. And my wife is, the greatest person about keeping a house right, with help, of course. And so she's taking great care of the property. She's got huge credit score, great income. This is the type of renter that if you're looking for a very predictable income that you want. This is also an area for appreciation. And let me just show you a little bit about that. So I'll share screen again. And let's go into a map of Arlington. So Arlington, Tennessee, just east of Memphis. If I left my office right now, I'm right in the heart of Memphis, down by this heart, and drove out here, I'm 18 minutes from this house. So before we bought the house, of course, it was a pink brick color. We painted the brick. We modernized it a bit. It's built in 2002, so it's not a very old house. But Arlington, let's talk about that area. The average price for a new construction home in Arlington, Tennessee is $400,000 and higher. So to be able to buy a house for $220,000 is a thing of the past. They're not making any more land that's affordable enough that you could do so. So over here you have the Arlington soccer fields and the sports complex with baseball fields, t-ball fields, and they just completed the tennis courts that don't even show up. Now it's lighted and caged in. It looks like a country club over here where they've built brand new tennis courts. It's not updated on Google Earth. And then this big swatch of land is now developed, and one of the largest home builders in Memphis, Tennessee is beginning to build in there brand new houses that the prices just would blow your mind compared to what you're able to get right here at 5541 U-turn. So let's come in. Now it's U-turn Cove, and a lot of my clients say, what is this Cove thing you're talking about, James. Do you mean a cul-de-sac? Yes. So in the South, we call it a cove. So a lot of people like this. My wife loves having a cul-de-sac because it means less through traffic if you had children, just quieter. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 houses in the cul-de-sac if you counted the 2 corner houses that don't face the cul-de-sac. So it makes it kind of a smaller neighborhood feel living in a cul-de-sac. So this was the house before we got a hold of it. We came in and changed out everything, modernized the home, 30-year architectural shingle roof on it. I mean, we went all out. So from the listing page, after you've signed into the website, you'll be able to click on that button that says get more information. And what that will do is it'll open up what I call the diligence vault. And in this diligence vault, I want to put all the information that you as an informed investor would need to know whether this is an investment you want to pursue or pass on to the next one, because we all shop through the process of elimination on to the next property, James. But I'm going to have photos, lots of photos, features, crime map, your property data sheet. Right here it says more data. Let me just change that. So property data sheet. There we go. And of course, a pro forma. They'll give you a financial indication of what this investment should look like moving forward. Okay, so let's zoom into the property data sheet. You're going to see it gives you, of course, address, bedroom, bathroom count, last sales price, who owns the property. It's going to tell you the tax assessment, so exactly what the taxes are annually, not a guesstimate by James or whoever. Year built, square footage, bedroom, bathroom count, all that good static data from 3 sources. From the last time it was appraised, that'd be in 2004, the tax assessor, so where they're basing their information from, and then the last time a realtor entered the information. Sadly, that's the least accurate information you'll find. And then, of course, down at the bottom, you've seen me do this before in the videos. It gives you from FEMA, is this property in a flood zone or not? So you have the minimal flood risk. Flood zone X is what we're looking for every time. It means FEMA says this house will not flood in the next 500 years. So stop for a brief commercial. Foundation Property Management. If you guys want to learn more about how we are making positive results on our investors' bottom line through good property management, it's pretty common sense stuff, but proactively calling tenants, proactively taking the steps to make sure rent's getting in on time. If rent's not in on time, today is the 9th of the month and I have 1 person that hasn't paid rent. So we are on top of it, because look, if you manage your own properties, say you had 10 properties in town, you'd be on it. So your property manager should be as well. When a client calls in with a service request, we don't just send a plumber or an electrician out there based on what the tenant told us. We're going to go inspect it ourselves, same day, most cases, to see if a high-priced plumber or electrician is needed. Because a lot of property managers will just send out a plumber because the toilet's not working according to the tenant. Well, they get out there and it's a simple chain unhooked inside the tank. And who's been with me on that one? The chain comes off the little mechanism inside the tank in the toilet sometimes, the commode. So plumber goes out there. It's that simple, easy peasy. Let me write you up a bill for $150 for driving across town. Several times, others, scenarios like this have already happened. My team goes out, we assess the damage. A ticket is open for a repair order and closed at $0. We educate the tenant of how to work the thermostat. That's another one that's happened recently. And hopefully they become more of the mindset of a homeowner and not just calling the front desk at the hotel, the concierge, hey, my toilet's not working, right? All right, so off my soapbox, Foundation Property Management is a game changer. If you're looking for better property management, if you are looking for a turnkey provider who cares about after the point of sale, you found it right here. You can see that we take our marketing on our properties extremely serious. Photos sell for rentals or any other type of real estate. So we're heavy on social media marketing to past people who have applied to rent houses. And you know what? They were beat out by someone else that was just maybe quicker to the punch than they were. We take this very seriously, and it's not just, oh, well, your house hasn't rented yet. We're going to keep you up to date with accurate information of what we are doing to fill a vacancy at all times. All right, so I always put a crime map in here. Arlington, very little crime. So this is from Trulia. Trulia is a great source for a crime map, but this area in Arlington, no surprise, hardly any crime at all. And then photos after photos after photos. So I'm real big on this because, like I said, photos sell, but also it keeps a living history to the house. So before we moved my awesome tenant into this home for a 3-year lease, we had these great bank of photos. When they move out, they can't say, well, you know, there was already a hole in the wall. No, here's great pictures of it, you know, that I have to prove that wrong. So it'd be awesome to have every time you move someone out to have photos of this quality. And wow, what a great looking house. So hardwood floors. This is an engineered hardwood floor made by Mohawk. So one of the most trusted names in flooring. We painted the cabinets white. We installed new granite countertops with a subway tile backsplash, stainless steel appliances, brand new lighting fixtures in every room, smooth ceilings, blinds on every window, the 2-inch forward blinds. And this house just turned out beautifully. I did a gooseneck faucet. Interesting story on that gooseneck faucet. I bought one, and it was such a good quality, fair price that I bought 35 of them. So I've got 35 of those. You're going to be seeing that particular gooseneck faucet in a lot of my higher end renovations coming up. So just a great house. You can see how right away it rented for 3 years to naval personnel with high credit score, great income, and they're taking great care of my property. So we took the shower and we added a frameless shower door and window, kind of just modernizing the property. New faucets and plumbing fixtures, new light fixtures, of course, clean the tile floors. It's got a jacuzzi tub. I unplugged the jacuzzi. I do that a lot because, you know what, it doesn't keep it from renting, and it's just one more maintenance thing that could come up. I've had 5 houses I've personally lived in where that little jacuzzi motor went out. So I just unplug it and say, yep, it's a garden tub now. So garden tub is the same tub, it just doesn't have jets. So if you had a jacuzzi tub, it was working. The tenant calls you 6 months later and says the jets went out, which is common with a builder grade style of jacuzzi tub. Jacuzzi is a name brand, so I don't know, maybe jetted tub is a better word. That's just one more maintenance nightmare. So that one is working, but I unplugged it before they moved in. So now they have a garden tub. So little tricks like that I like to share with you guys. So super clean, super functional, and gray walls, white trim. You're getting used to seeing that with me. Everything in the house matches with hardware, meaning it's brushed nickel. Beautiful backyard with a big storage shed. You've heard me say this once. You've heard me say it a million times. The storage sheds in the building back of the house don't get you any more rent, but they sure do make the house rentable because we all have stuff. So lawnmowers and weed eaters or Christmas stuff, whatever could be stored in that shed for you or me. The tenant looks at it the same way. So it's a cul-de-sac lot, which gives you that pie shape. And so it's a nice big flat backyard, backs up to the middle school. How convenient. So this house actually backs up to the local school. Now from here, you might be able to get a good shot at that roof. Brand new 30-year architectural shingle roof. All the flashing and everything was replaced at the same time. Gas log fireplace with the ability to hang a TV up above that. So just a beautiful house all the way around. We painted the brick white, gray shutters, gray garage door with the little handles. We added all that stuff. Replaced the front door. The 2 coach lights in front of the front door have been replaced and much more modern before. Brand new bronze gutters. I copied this color scheme from my personal home. So as soon as I was finished, I was got a little stone flower bed trim out. Just a good house. As soon as I finished this house, the neighbors were all walking up to me and saying, wow, could you do mine? So it's definitely, in my opinion, best looking house in the little neighborhood. Let's look at your pro forma. So how does this stack up? Of course, on paper, the numbers aren't as high, cash on cash return maybe, as some of the lower price houses. But after a 10-year period, I'm going to argue with lower vacancy, lower repairs, because of the type of tenant we're going to put in this property, it could outperform. So $220,000 purchase price. I have this pro forma worked up at 20%. However, I do have a 15% down payment program. So let's just see what that would be. So 220. It could be $33,000 down, so a lot less out of pocket. So if that's an option, if somebody's looking at this and saying, "Wow, well, I just don't have 50,000 out of pocket right now," we could do it with 33 plus closing costs. So call it $37,000 out of pocket instead of 48,200 out of pocket. Okay, so $1,750 a month rent guaranteed because she's already in there. She's already paying rent. She's got 2.5 years left on this lease. So it's going to give you net operating income of $15,000. Total cash needed out of hand was $48,000. That's down payment and closing costs. If you choose to go the 15% down route, it's a little bit different numbers, less cash out of pocket. In this scenario, that's a 9% cash on cash return. Strong. So the way you get that is you take your $15,000 net operating income, and the way you got there was your $1,750 minus all expenses, right? Which the expenses included a vacancy, future repairs, hazard insurance in case the house burns down, principal and interest to the bank, and of course, Uncle Sam has to get their money, the property taxes, gives you, multiplied by 12, gives you your net operating income. So net operating income divided into $48,200 equals 9.09% cash on cash return. So that means year one, as you're in this property, you're looking at getting a 9% return net on the money you have invested. The rest is leveraged. Wow, if we can get 9% returns on everything, that would be amazing. All of our investments, that would be amazing. Year over year, this cash on cash number goes up. If you were to pay cash for this property, it is right at a 7% cap rate, so 7% net return for cash buyers. So from the website, if you're looking to purchase any of my properties, you click on the button that says, give me more information for each property. That'll open up its own diligence vault. Or click the button that says order now. And when you do that, it will open up a survey. You fill out this quick survey with your information, you submit that, and then someone from my team will, my contract administration team will send you the paperwork via DocuSign. You'll do your signatures, send in $5,000 earnest money to our closing attorney who will hold that until the house is ready to close. If you paid cash on this one, it's finished. It is tenanted. It'd be the easiest deal ever. If you're taking mortgage, it'll take 30 days to get the appraisal and home inspection and termite inspection. Once we've cleared all of that up, then we'll move towards closing. That $5,000 is sitting there for your closing costs or down payment, and then you'll be ready to close. Now, this one's so easy. I own it. It's tenanted. It's been fully renovated. The day you purchase it, it's like flipping a light switch. From my ownership to your ownership here at Foundation Property Management, and you would collect rent moving forward, prorated from that very day. I hope this has been helpful. If you've got any comments, leave them into the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Also, we have the YouTube channel for turnkeyinvest.com. So let's look at that together just real quickly. If you're still hanging on the video, I appreciate your patience. So let's go to YouTube. Let's type into the search bar turnkeyinvest.com and see what that pulls up. There we go. So turnkeyinvest.com. We'll click on its page, and right here where it says subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and then I'm going to say, give me an alert every time we add a new property, and it's going to send me a little message on my YouTube app saying a new property has been added. So from here, you're going to see a lot of videos about the exact properties. You'll see Stephanie going out and walking you through properties, giving you virtual tours of the properties, lots of great information. If you want to stay connected with us, our Facebook page, our YouTube page are great ways to do it. If you're not that techie, hey, I get it. We want to meet you face-to-face, one-on-one. Pick up the phone and call us. Schedule a time to talk with me. I appreciate you guys. You made this already a record-breaking year. We sold more homes in January than we did in the last quarter of 2019. This is going to be a great year for my investors. We're planning on adding $100 million worth of properties to your portfolios. And we want to be a catalyst to help you achieve your real estate investment goals. Thanks and have a great day.